I am Ruth Virginia Seymour from 2 Cross Street here in Eureka Springs. Good evening, Mr. Mayor and Council. This evening, I'm in front of you to bring to your attention that you have a councilman that has assaulted me with a vehicle. It happened yesterday evening in my neighbor's access to the street, and he actually left the scene after he ran over me. Basically, he didn't stop. He got out of his truck, locked, and went into his house. And his daughter was witness. And I asked her to stay when I called 911 to no avail. Anyway, on top of that, it was 3:09 that day when I returned from my sister's to find that he had gone over and messed with personal property of Jim Marple's. And so I called Jim Marple, and in the process of calling him and going over there and taking pictures to send to him, I saw that Harry was down in his yard with a vehicle parked in a legal spot. But anyway, in that time, he backed up he came up his driveway, backed up, and then proceeded to come straight at me, knowing I was there. I yelled at him, "Harry, what are you doing?" And to no avail, he kept coming. So I wanted to present that to you. It's reported to the police. I will be getting back with you on this. I demand council to take action against this mean, malice, callous, and hazardous person to the citizenry of Eureka Springs. He's abused his privilege as councilman and has broken the law with a felony action. And my report has gone to the Eureka Police Department. I understand it has to go to the State Department. And then we will find out in about a week how I will proceed. But I will be back to discuss this with you. And so at this time, I just want it noted that he hit and run, and he also blatantly ran over me. And that's what I have. And I'll be back with you. Thank you.
My name is Jim Marple. I have a house at 1A and 1B Cross Street in Eureka. Next door to Harry Meyer. I joined property with him. Mr. Meyer and I used to get along until I bought a piece of property on the other side of him, on the west side of him. Well, after I bought the property, then he claimed that he was going to buy the property, but he didn't. I bought the property, so he missed out. Well, he has been ever since then, and that was in November of 2024. Ever since then, he has sought to seek revenge on me, to exploit his position as city councilman to harass me, to make, let's see, the newspaper here, April 3rd, 2025, the Eureka Springs Times-Echo, there's an article where Harry Meyer was found to have sent more than 50 text messages to code enforcement, doing his level best, trying to get me in trouble. I've never received a fine. I've never been in trouble. I've always complied with everything, but that didn't matter to him. He was doing his level best to dig as deep as he could to try and find something. Well, he never did. So he couldn't find anything, so now he's mad. He's just a little angry little man. So now he's seeking revenge in every possible way that he can. Here's a picture of him harassing me in front of my property. He walks by my property. He calls me a from the street. He says, and in this point, this is how he says it. Walking in front of my property. See, laughing? You see him laughing?
So sorry.
That's Mr. Meyer. That's Mr. Meyer laughing right there. Y'all saw him laughing. This is a picture of him walking by my property routinely, photographing me in front of my property, harassing me, doing whatever he can to try and get me to do something so he can get me arrested.
Sir, please speak into the microphone.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Here's another picture of him. trespassing on my property when he thinks I'm not home. It's a video. This is a picture captured from a video. Here's another picture. Piles of gravel where he has his truck parked right now. This picture shows him standing on the gravel. He's standing on the gravel that he then knocked down, and now he's got his truck parked on that gravel that I have planned to use on my property. So he has zero respect for.
I've been accused of a lot of stuff tonight by my neighbors. I can tell you all this, and this is all I'm going to say about it, is that it all stems with the fact that they don't understand where property lines end. If their property comes within 10 feet of the pavement, that is city easement. And they've built a house within 5 or 6 feet of the pavement of the property line to the city. And if my dog walked over there on theirs, he would yell at me. He didn't yell, he would, "Get that dog off my property." And I've had enough. And then now they've got over an acre of ground and they pile all their materials out on the city easement on the street, even where I parked my truck. Now they piled those piles there by where my truck was simply to keep me from parking my truck there once in a while. I have to bring my truck out from below while my drive is not blocked by one of my renters parks there. And then I park it up there. And I did that yesterday. And then the craziness ensued, and that's all I've got to say. Harassment, I think, is, and I've been harassed. It's not the other way around. That's all I got to say.